Well, it's not the bus service in particular that's the aim of the campaign. The campaign is actually aimed at all transport across York. The bus service is the thing that my students encounter the most, obviously, because it's our main link from campus into the city centre. But the main problems that we see are just the sheer amount of congestion and traffic on the roads. It's so polluted in this area. It's been a constant cause of concern for both students and residents of the area. The buses are forced to run late because when they hit the city centre they're delayed by constant traffic jams, and that means the service isn't punctual enough to get our students where they need to be or get residents where they need to be. I was told recently about an elderly woman who was left waiting for a bus for so long that she missed a vital medical appointment, and children who are reliant on free school meals who are getting late to school because their parents are stuck in traffic jams, they're missing their food. This isn't a campaign just aimed at students, it's aimed at fixing the whole traffic system so that everyone can actually get the same access to decent transportation so they can live their best lives, because poor transportation, unfortunately, it affects the most vulnerable in our city first.
So who do you think should be solving these problems?
Well, a lot of people say it should be the bus companies, but I don't think that's the case. I think it's up to the council, because ultimately it is not any in particular thing that is causing the problem. It is a whole holistic entity. So there's so many cars in the city centre that it makes the buses run late. And then because the buses run late, people don't rely on them, so people use more cars, which then only makes the buses later. The buses then have to up their price to deal with the lack of customers, which then makes more people not want to use the buses and use the cars. And then there's so much traffic on the road, people won't cycle. So it's this whole big process about actually how do we see transportation in our city evolving. I think the council are the people who can really make this change, because they're aware of all the individual changes that are happening. So as much as we can say, well, we want an extra bus here, actually, is that going to make the cars run even slower in the city centre? Ultimately, basically the system needs to be essentially knocked down and brought back up again, because at the moment, adding individual bits and pieces here and there across the city in different areas, it just doesn't work. We're just building on the problem and not actually solving it.